Look at all that strength XP I've just gained in 5 minutes. What if I told you that you can gain 1,000,000 XP in just an hour of in-game time? You probably think I'm crazy, but let me prove it to you. Subscribe if you do enjoy it, and you will save yourself a lot of time in the future training your accounts. Alright, so I'll show you 5 different ways to do this training method, from the least amount of effort, with the lowest XP of course, to the most amount of effort and the most XP, but all of them are really good XP because this method is that good. So as you can see on screen, gangs, as I call them, or organized crime are the primary XP driver, and the second method is to fill the downtime with bonus XP. The best part about doing this training style is that the bulk of the XP comes from only 2 5-minute blocks, and the other 50 minutes is downtime where we combine with another training method or other training methods to push the XP rate over 300k combat XP per hour with very low requirements and in any combat skill at all. Even if you just do the bare minimum and you just do the 5-minute runs every 25 minutes, you're getting 75k XP every time you do those 5-minute plays. If you just do it for 6 and a bit hours, that's 1,000,000 XP gained. The gangs that you kill for intelligence, which is where you get the XP from, they used to spawn in different worlds, spawning at different times, allowing you to do them at all times, but requiring a lot of planning, and you have to keep track of worlds and all sorts of stuff. Jagex made a huge change without a blog post. It made it so that you can no longer do them all the time at any time. Now they spawn, you have 5 minutes to kill as many gangs as you can in different worlds, and then they're gone from every world for 25 minutes till the next one. So that's why you can only do it for 10 minutes an hour, but the XP is crazy. All the methods, the timestamps are in the description, but I advise you watch all 5 since you can switch between the 2. Like maybe you want to do sweaty, like you can play for 3 hours or whatever, but then you want to watch a movie and you just do only the gangs, stuff like that. There's things you can do in between. You can switch between all 5 methods pretty easily, which is what's great about it. To actually defeat the NPCs, you don't actually need multi-target attacks, but I highly recommend 45 range for Chinchompers, as the loot from the NPCs covers the cost and you will profit anyways. You take a look at my loot tracker. From 4,847 gangsters, I made 23.2 mil, and from the bosses, I made 5 mil pretty much. So yeah, that's almost 28 mil from killing a bunch of gangs. If you want to profit more and can't afford Chinchompers, or you're an Iron Man with no chins, use a Venator bow if you have it. If you don't have it, that's okay. Chins is best, or barrage. And then last would just be the camper blowpipe. I bring a blowpipe anyways, just because I have one. It's good for healing on the gang boss if you're getting low, and you don't want to eat any food to lose game ticks. If you don't want to gain any hit points experience, or you don't have any of the Chinchompers or the blowpipe or the Venator, you can just use a cannon to make the kills faster. At that point, it will help you, and you won't gain any HP XP if you safe spot it. But you could just cannon and MSB them, honestly. In my experience, above 80 range, if you have these items, don't bring a cannon because setting it up takes longer and it actually makes the kills slower. So don't click off, but there are some quest requirements. There's a Kingdom Divided. Skill requirements are 54 agility, 52 feeding, 52 woodcutting, 50 herb lore, 42 mining, and 38 crafting. It's not that hard, and 35 magic, I almost forgot. But yeah, it only took me like a day and a bit to do it on a new account. And yeah, you're saving yourself weeks of sitting at rock crabs. So let's go over the plugins that you need to do these training methods. First, install the Organized Crime Tracker. As you can see, it tracks everything for you. So I just teleported to History and Hearsay, and then you just run straight northeast to get to the gang start location. And as you can see in the tracker, there's nothing there right now. But say I check the board right here. As you can see, it's going to tell me in 14 minutes, a gang is spawning in this location. Okay, so the next plugin is Equip Alert. And all it does is it tells you when you're not wearing a certain thing, like Phoenix Necklaces, Ring of Recall, stuff like that. And you'll need this for Soul Wars if you're doing Dolo, or if you have an ult that needs to wear a Phoenix Neck to tank. So as you can see, if it breaks, boom, it goes red. Very nice. And then you just wield it. So if it's on your other monitor, you'll be able to see it. Alright, thirdly, download NPC indicators and tick Highlight Hull. So down the bottom in here, you just write Gangster and Gang Boss. That way you'll highlight the gangs when you go to them. And alternatively, you can just hold Shift, right click, and then tag when you're there. But and just write it in the box. Alright, next is the Combat Logout Timer plugin. It's pretty good. As you can see, every time I get hit, my logout timer goes to 10 seconds. So you obviously can't log when you're being hit. Alright, and the last plugin is the Menu Entry Swapper. Make sure you have customizable left click and shift click on, and then also go to Ground Item Swaps and turn on shift click walk here. This is really, really important. The most important plugin actually. Next, download the plugin Inventory Setups. As you can see, it has all these settings that you can change, but Once you have made a plugin, you just go in like this. So open your bank. As you can see, I have everything here. So if I just want to gear up, look how quick this is. Just put this on, then go in here, and I just click like this across, and I'm all ready for my gang. I don't have any skills necklaces, so I'm gonna have to search for that. But there you go. And literally geared in 2 seconds with this plugin. I'll quickly show you how to make your own as well, because I already had this set up. Alright, so to make your own, go to the tab here, press the plus at the top, add new setup. I'm just gonna write guide. Then scroll to the bottom and you click these 3 buttons. And now once you've done that, if you open your bank, right click your worn items and scroll to the bottom. It's now at the bottom. See, there's guide. And I click it. See, that's the setup I'm wearing. But if you want it to be all the way at the top, you can also click the star. So now click star and now the guide is at the top. But I have a few things favorited already. Alright, and the last plugin is the World Hopper plugin. Make sure you have a quick hop previous to left, quick hop on right arrow key. So right and left arrow key. This is really good for when you're doing the gangs because you need to be hopping as soon as you kill the gang. So method 1, of course, is the most AFK. This is the one where we only play 10 minutes for the hour and we can gain up to 170k XP for those 2 trips, which is really insane. And you're just farming the gangs. If you've never gone to gangs before, I think I mentioned this earlier, talk to Guinea, blah, 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 ask her if you can help. Then click, can't speak, click the information board and it will now show up in your plugins on the right. If nothing shows up, it means a gang just happens and there'll be a 5-minute downtime. So you just keep clicking every minute or so until it shows up and then you're good to go. Should be good now. 16 minutes away. And as you can see, the plugin is showing me where to go. It's at this castle or whatever you want to call it. You can get there in many different ways, but a little trick, if you haven't done this very often, you can just right click, set target, and it'll tell you the fastest way to get there. So for me, it's saying any minecart to there. So I'll just teleport to Wintertot, and then I go straight to the cart. And once you've done these quests, you don't have to pay anything to use the cart. So just always have a games neck around, or a skills neck if you have to go to Woodcutting Guild, or a house tab to go to Sidious, of course. Let's go to Sidious West, wherever that is. That's this one, I'm pretty sure. And then we just follow the red arrow, and we're at our location. I might actually have to go and not be able to do this gang, but once I do a gang, I'll record it. It's going to spawn in 16 minutes, this one. As you can see, it should say that it's spawning now, which it does. So now we just wait and it should spawn any second. There it is. Click the gang boss. You have to click it twice. So once you've clicked it, it will re-aggro. I don't know why it de-aggroes like as you click for some reason. And this is what the chin chompers are for right here. You hold shift, you walk under, walk out, and then do it like that. And there you go. Now they're all stacked up. And I have a right click as well. You can see the HP of each. So just always attack the highest HP one. When there's none left, you just use the Venator. So this world, we gained 3 intelligence, 4 intelligence. So 12,000 strength XP in this world alone. And now we're going to hot world. And yeah, we're just going to keep repeating that pretty much every world. But I'll try and show you some more positioning in the next world. I kind of did that one poorly, to be fair. So once you click the gang boss, walk through it like that, and then do a back forth. And try to stack them like this. It's 1 shot and then 3 movements. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And if you have a halberd stuck, you just step to the other side of the boss to pull it. And you just chin chomper. As you can see, the chins save so much time. It's so crazy, actually, how much they save in time. 1 more shot, that should be it. We got 2 intelligence, so another 6,000 XP right there for me. Now I'm going to hop again. Spamming my arrow keys, you know. A lot of downtime when you finish a world, sadly. But that's where the second method after this one comes into play. I found a way around it. Alright, so this is the ranger, so be careful of him. That's what the blowpipe is for. In case I start getting low, I'll just spec it with the blowpipe. Alright, now let's start chinning. Damn, another world with just one intel. It's very bad luck. Going though. You never know. You never know. I could fill it in the next world. I could get 5 in one world. But yeah, every one of these in my MV is 3000 XP for me, which is kind of crazy to think about. Holding shift. As you can see, they've all despawned. This is the important part. So as fast as you can, go to a world with a lot of population. I'm going to go to 330. Where is it? Here it is. Spam clicking. And hopefully no one's been here to clear the world. It should have spawned later than everything else. Can I get a yes, it worked. See, a lot of people leave early. But you can get a bonus world in. Make sure you chin everything because you want to aggro it before it despawns in this world as well. And this is how I get those you can get a bonus 15k XP just by doing this extra world that people don't know about, you know? There's one intelligence already. And I might be able to do world 302, but I won't. I don't think I'll be able to actually. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. So, as you can see, my whole MV is completely full pretty much. I'm gonna go to 302. Oh, no, okay, trip's over. So normally it's 330 is empty. That means that was the last world to despawn. As you can see, I got a stupid amount of XP. Sometimes I fill the whole MV, but I got a few worlds where I only got one or two, which is a bit unlucky. I'd like to see like 3 in each world at least, but run back to the tent and then we'll cash these in. Okay, so as you can see, I'm 450k from level. I didn't actually fill the whole MV just from, you know, kind of bad RNG, but as you can see, 3062 XP per book. Look at these XP drops. 3k, 3k. If I do 2 at a time, 6k XP drops. 6k XP. Oh man, it's so beautiful. Look at all that strength XP I've just gained in 5 minutes. And as you can see, we're below 400k from level already just from that 1 5-minute trip. Now all you do is you'd wait 5 minutes, then check the board again and do it again 20 minutes after that. So that's the method for solo. So that was the solo method. It's okay, but dolo or duo solo, having a friend help you, whatever you want. You can have a friend or you just do it yourself as a second account. Instead of getting only 22 to 25 intelligence, I almost always fill my envy. It's so much easier. If you do it in a non-pure, you could probably get like 185k experience doing 2 gangs an hour. So as you see, the issue with gangs is once you finish a world, you have to wait for the combat timer to expire. So to bypass this, you can use an old account. During downtime, you have lots of time to prepare another world. That's where a second account can come in handy. Not only that, but most people don't know intelligence follows you to the next world. So you just kill it in the world and instantly hop when that gang hits the ground. And you'll save a bunch of time, way more XP per hour. I'll show you in an actual attempt right now so you can understand a bit better. First things first, if you don't have good gear on the alt account, don't worry. You really just need Prey Melee and Phoenix next. But if you do have a Dins or a Dragon 2H, just make it so that your max hit, your gear is a 19 max. As long as you can't hit a 20, you can't steal any of the kills. So you just do an AoE spec to aggro the gang. As long as you attack the gang boss, it'll auto de-aggro you. So you only have to click it once and then you can go back to your other account. And your account will just be standing there tanking everything in the other world. Okay, I'm here on both accounts, and just to keep it simple, this account will be skipping a world every time it hops, and this account will be doing every world backwards, just one at a time. That's how you do it, and I'll show you guys how to lure on this account and the timings of it as well. Should be spawning any second, so I'm going to pot, ram, make sure my spec bar is on the Dins account, attack the gang boss. On this account, I'm going to start to try and pull these in like this. And now it's spawned on this one as well, so I'm going to start Venatoring that. I'm going to try and chin it as well, because they're pretty big gangs, to be honest. And we need to pull those halberds in as well. If I attack this one, it should be fine. There we go. So, while you're attacking these and finishing off this world, and you make sure you get these fully stacked together, ready for your other account. Okay, that account's ready. I've got 2 seconds left, see? So in that downtime, I used it, and now I hop into the world. Arrow key. As soon as I'm in, I'm just going to start chucking chins at them, and hopefully not take any aggro from anything. As you can see, everything is on my other account. I'm worried about this one walking in, so I'm going to stand on the other side. You don't want to get attacked at all by any of this stuff, so that you can log instantly. So as soon as this boss goes down, no, don't hit me! Oh, it's wasted. So I just lost 10 seconds. If it hits you like that, you lose 10 seconds. So sadly, now I can't hop to the next world and start the next gang. But that's okay. We've already got 6 intelligence. I'm spamming the hop key now. And this account is going to skip a world and go to 325. So once this attacks. Cool. Alright, now I'm going to skip a world on the alt account to 325 and repeat the process. So yeah, that's how you do the Dolo method. I pretty much never do the solo method just because you need a second account for Soul Wars as well. So if you want to do the best experience method, you want 2 accounts. Let's start moving on to the better method. So this was just showing you how to do gangs if you want to play 5 to 10 minutes, an hour. Now let's show the methods where you actually play the full hour. Alright, so you've just finished a gang. You've got 25 minutes of downtime until the next one. What do? Well, if you actively want to train and you want hit points experience, then Scarius is really good. So I'll go into my bank, instantly bank everything, go to my Scarius only tab and pull out the full setup. And this is the solo setup. I have a tab as well for an alt if you want to dolo it, but for now I'll show you the solo setup and then we'll run over the duo in a second. Heli to Varrock and make your way to Scarius. If you don't know where it is just in the sewers over here. Okay, so Scarius is the best training method for when your gangs are on cooldown, as it gives a flat bonus 20% XP and a Scarius spine drop, which is a 1 in 33. You can turn the spine into XP as well, or you can turn it into the bone mace, the bone shortbow, or the bone staff, all which give a plus 10 max to any rat. So, I mean, that's just insane for training. If you haven't killed 33 of the boss yet and you don't have the bone mace, you can just use your best in slot weapon. That's what I used for quite a while. I went really dry. And it doesn't matter, like it's still crazy experience rates. So if you're soloing, just make sure you go in the private instance because this boss has 500 health instead of 1500 in the solo. Instead of 1500 in the multi-account thing. So just do your hammer spec. Start. That'll drain it from 70 defense down to like 50 or 40 something like that. And yeah, now you just DPS it down. When the little rats show up, I will hit them just one at a time and you can attack them really quickly for some really nice bonus XP. And as you can see, it heals itself as well. And it's prey range for these yellow things flying out. And this is a prey mage, a blue one like that. You just prey melee again. That's it. That's pretty much the gist of it. You don't actually need overheads, but it is nice to have. You just kind of chug through food. So here's the bonus XP. So I just kill these rats one at a time. I can hit them really fast, which is nice. And yeah, as you can see, every time it spawns those, bonus XP. Every time it heals, bonus XP. And yeah, this is the gist of it. So I guess I'll let you see the rest of the kill and I'll see you at the end of it. And then we'll get into the duo method, which is even better XP per hour. It right? So that's the kill. As you can see, we're getting 115k strength XP per hour, and it's just that's just one kill. Because I recommend duoing the gangs at all times, I have my gang set up. This is Fashionscape, and this will just be a light bearer. So you see, this is the tank set I normally use in the gangs for a 19 max hit. And once we both teleport the accounts over to Scarius, come over here with my BGS set up, ready to go. The solo boss has 3 times the health, 1,500 health, but it only has 30 defense more. So all you have to do is hit 1 hammer spec for 70 defense, and then you just have to do 70 damage with BGS on your ult. Go into the normal version of the boss, and your ult can come in. 1 hammer spec. Well, I hit a 0, so then just send another, and it'll naturally regen to another spec. Now we go in on our ult account. Just need to hit 2 BGSs for a total of 70 damage. You don't have to do this. Like, it's just, I like to do it for the bonus. Like when it becomes 1 death, you know, it's so nice. And there you go, 63, and now I just click on the water to leave. Put my light bearer on that account. And you just rinse and repeat. So now this boss is a chicken. It has 1 defense, and if I'm 50 attack, I'm almost never gonna hit. Jesus, look at my XP rates. 160k an hour. Like, it's actually nuts. I'm almost 99 strength now, 18k from level. But it's just the fact that it's 1 defense and 1,500 health chicken. Like, it's just so nice. 1 defense, or 0 defense, sorry. Doing 44s and stuff. Like, and look at that. I wish I knew the math exactly right now, but yeah. Assuming you did the gang and you got 75k XP plus, you know, 90k. So you're basically in half an hour. I mean, yeah, it's just insane. It's like, it's equivalent of doing like 4 or 5 hours of crabs, you know? I'll finish this off. Let's move on to the next methods. Finally, the best training method for any new account. As long as you have 2 accounts, you can do this. You just need 500 total on each, which honestly takes a day. And once you arrive, you're going to bank on this account. bank your accumulator as well as the book, and you're just going to pull out a dark bow or any spec weapon. Anything that can hit a 1. All you have to do is hit a 1. Or you can wear a recoil. And then on your alt account, come in, you're going to pull out Full Void and the Locator Orb and the Venator Bow. You don't actually need the Venator Bow. I mainly just Blowpipe, to be honest. It's just as good and it's fast enough as well. So once you're here, go in and challenge each other. You need to instantly grab a potion and leave on this account. Make sure you leave on this account as well. And then you're going to run instantly to the graveyard. On this account, the boosting one, you're just going to run north of middle. While I'm running there, I like to Locator Orb down as well. And I like to put my Protect Melee and Rigger or Eagle Eye or whatever your best range is. You can, of course, use melee, that's fine, but I found that Blowpipe is usually just the best. Blowpipe and Void. So once you're here, you're going to spec one of the souls and run straight over to the middle. And you want to kill them one at a time as well. You want there to be no downtime. While I'm killing those, I'm also going to run to the middle here. Capture the second location. So this account's almost captured the second already. Alright, we're about to capture the third area, and as you can see, there's already 24 fragments, so I'm almost done. I'm just pulling them all into this tile. So this will be the final Forgotten Soul. And just like that, we're already done with the fragments. We just needed 32. And now you run to the middle. Now this account needs to capture this third spot. There we go, captured it. Run to the middle. We got loads of time left. You just have to be done before 12:43, basically. And even if you're later, it's not a big deal, but it's fine. There we go. Kill that. Run to the middle. So, on this account, you're going to click the leave portal as soon as it shows up. Clicked it, I click the fragments, click that obelisk, and then leave the game on that account before 12:43, and this will kick you at exactly 12:43. And that's how you do 15 zeal in literally a minute. And you're going to do this the entire time until the next gang is about to spawn. Time to trim this cape. 6 tokens only. Where is it? There we go. Confirm. Boom. So yeah, if you do a gang for 5 minutes, get 75k XP, then you do 25 minutes of this, and you'll get another 75k XP, and then you do another 5-minute gang for 75k, and then another 25 minutes of this for 75k, you're looking at 300,000 experience in 1 hour. 300k an hour. Isn't that crazy? You're going to get 310 zeal doing this for 50 minutes. If you do only this for a whole hour, you can get 372 zeal, but yeah, if you do only the 50 minutes and 10 minutes of gangs, it's 310 zeal plus the 50 intelligence. But yeah, that's the maths to it.